Hello there! Right now, you're watching this speech and video. This is because of coronavirus. But as all things do, the pandemic will eventually pass over. But how do we get back to normal after the pandemic? I say we opened up services slowly but surely for everyone's safety. This is because COVID could still be lingering around. Right now, there are already many essential businesses, such as the grocery stores, the medical field, or restaurants, that are still able to keep people safe while being able to give them their service. Doctors' offices and hospitals are strict with appointments and are socially distancing patients. Grocery stores and restaurants only allow a certain number of people to be in their store at a time. There's also hybrid school scheduling, where every day there's a mix of remote learning and in-school learning to keep students safe. But these are things that is already established. I want to incorporate what essential businesses do and start opening up services, but I want to keep up the precautions. But first, I would like to help workers in office spaces. We can start rotating workers in workplaces. What I mean by this is that every day a certain people would go on a certain day every week to work. Eventually, we'll gradually increase the number of days until we have all 5 days in the week. We can also start opening up parks. This is so adults and kids can have fun while getting exercise they might have missed out on during the pandemic. Restaurants can also start indoor dining if they haven't already, but we would like for them to encourage wearing masks. We would try to open many more services up, such as that donut store across the street or that barber shop in New Jersey. But we would still keep some services closed, such as pools, which could easily give someone coronavirus. But after a lot of testing, we would eventually open it again. But we should always be the most safe with airports. This is because airports have a high chance of coronavirus lingering. If we test everyone who comes in and out of the U.S. and within the U.S. and we don't see any COVID, we'd probably be safe. And after a lot of time, we will open up airports. And after that, we'll know that we're back to normal. But what do I mean by normal? We will never have the same normal we had before the pandemic. Our lives would have changed and our mindsets would have changed as well. We would have incorporated ideas that we used in the pandemic in our new daily lives. Offices, for example, could start using more remote working so that people can be more productive. This would also mean there'd be less office space, meaning more profit. This would also benefit the worker because they would be able to have less travel time and would have to just get up and go to work. In turn, there would be less carbon emission, which means less global warming. We can also use the remote learning framework for schools. This is because if there's any hurricanes or snow days, then we can still learn with remote learning. COVID is not going to be the last pandemic we're ever going to see in the world, but we want to be ready for the next. COVID will always be in our hearts, and it will be a unique experience in which we learn something new. Thank you.